Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Taha Institute of Science and Engineering. This is the fifth lecture of fundamental chemistry and we are covering the topic of compound. We have to learn what is compound. Compound is a type of a substance that is made up of two or more elements by chemically combined together in a fixed ratio by mass. As a result of this combination, elements lose their identities and their properties, and the product of a new substance or a compound that have entirely different identity, different properties, and compound cannot be broken down into its constituent or parent elements by simple physical methods. For example, carbon dioxide is formed when elements of carbon and oxygen combined chemically in 12:32 or 3:8 by mass. And similarly, in case of water, water is formed when hydrogen and oxygen is chemically combined in a ratio 1:8 by mass, then water is formed. And now we have classification of compounds. Compounds can be ionic or covalent. There are two types or there are two classes of compounds. One is ionic and the second one is the covalent. In ionic compounds, first we're discussing, and ionic compounds do not exist in independent molecular form. Remember, ionic compounds do not exist independently molecular form. Ionic compound is a three-dimensional crystal lattice in which each ion is surrounded by oppositely charged ions. Here the question is, ionic compounds have high melting points. Why? Because ionic compounds have strong attraction of oppositely charged ions. In the result, ionic compounds have high melting points. And the ionic compounds are represented by formula unit. For example, sodium chloride have the formula unit NaCl, and potassium bromide KBr, and CuSO4, copper sulfate. The other one type of a compound is the covalent compound, that is mostly exist in molecular form. The covalent compound that is mostly exists in a molecular form. A molecule is a true representative of the covalent compound, and its formula is called molecular formula. For example, water, H2O, HCl, hydrogen chloride gas, or hydrochloric acid, and sulfuric acid, H2SO4, and methane gas. These are the examples of molecule, and its representation is known as molecular formula. Remember, always use standard symbol when we are using elements, and always use chemical formula for a compound, and use proper abbreviation of scientific terms and standard values and SI units, standard values, and always use standard values and SI units for constants. Here we have some common compounds with their formula. Here we have all examples of ionic compound as well as covalent compound. For example, water, that is covalent compound. It has molecular formula H2O. Its chemical formula is known as a molecular formula because it is a molecule. Water, H2O, sodium chloride, common salt, This is an ionic compound, so its formula unit is NaCl. In the same way, silicon dioxide, SiO2, it's a molecular formula, and sodium hydroxide, that is also known as caustic soda, sodium hydroxide, NaOH, and sodium carbonate, washing soda, Na2CO3.10H2O, that have 10 water molecule, and calcium oxide, quicklime, CaO, calcium carbonate, limestone, CaCO3, and sugar, C12H22O11, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, ammonia, NH3. And in the next lecture we cover, inshallah, mixture in detail. So stay with us and keep watching our videos for more knowledge. Kindly like, share our videos, and do not forget to subscribe the channel. If you like our work, please press the bell icon button, and please ask questions if you have any query. May Allah bless. Thank you.